What's good, everybody? It's just your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass, out here about to do this thing we call Bass for Cash. Now, I get out here on a weekly basis, see how many fish we can get to the boat. As I get those fish to the boat, all you have to do on your end is thing one, subscribe to the channel. Once you have subscribed to the channel, if you are able to guess the weight of the fish that comes to the boat, bam, just like that, you can walk away with a nice catch of SWAT lawn operations, guys. We have to continue to support those companies that support us, meaning the fishing community, and SWAT lawn operations is definitely one of those companies. You've heard the name before, so make sure you reach out to them, all right? I guess today we can start off a little different. People keep asking, what kind of boat do I run? So let's go over that real quick. Let me get my electronics and everything turned on. Straight to it. All right, so I'm running a Nitro Z20, guys. This is a 20-foot bass being pushed by a Mercury let's start back over. A Mercury Pro XS 4-stroke 250 horsepower motor. So it will push this bad boy about 70 miles per hour, a little more, a little less, depending on what the setup is that you have on your boat. I also run 2 shallow water anchors. One that's 2. Basically what those do is shoot a post down into the bottom of the lake. As long as I'm in 10 foot or less, then those will hold the boat in place, so I don't have to drop an old traditional style anchor in the boat. All right, I have 2 graphs on the front, 2 graphs at the console, 2 graphs up front, and I also run live imaging and Mega 360. All right, so that's what'll be on the agenda today. And what we're gonna do, guys, is go out here and see if we can get some of these fish to hit on these top water baits. So I have some top water walking baits over here, and then we'll also throw a popper style bait, a storm chug bug. We're gonna try that out a little bit. So the wind isn't too bad out here today. We have a little bit of chop on the water, but all in all, it should be a good day. I need you guys to put 2 hours on the shot clock for me. All right, let's put 2 hours on the shot clock, and we're gonna see if we can make it happen. Let's go ahead and roll on out and get straight to it. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Just double tap the screen for me so we can get the likes up and we can make it right. All right, let's go ahead and roll out, guys. All right, it's a little windy out here, guys. A little more chop on the water than what I was expecting. So, of course, that's gonna come into play on what I decide to throw today. I was wanting to see if we could get some fish on top, but there may be a little bit too much wind today, so I may switch over to a jerk bait. So we'll see. Actually, yeah, I think I need to throw that jerk bait first. Jerk bait, spinner bait, windy points. We'll try to keep it simple. So who do we have tuning in today? Of course, I see Blastered in the chat. Frisco says 2 hours plus how many minutes? So we're out here for a good time, not a long time. All right, guys, I had to take a quick phone call. All right, so we're just getting started. For anybody that is tuning in, we're just getting started out here, so you haven't really missed anything yet. We just made a quick run. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. All right, now one more thing. Let's see who's trying to send me a message out here today. All right, so here we go. So like I was saying, there's a little more wind out here than what I was expecting. So we're gonna start off with a jerk bait. Let me show you guys this jerk bait. A lot of you guys have already seen it. What's going on? We got Nicholas Freeman. Chauncey, what's going on, Chauncey? I saw you out here doing your thing this weekend for fishing that BFL. All right, so there we go, guys. We're gonna start off with a jerk bait. Frisco said, don't forget to add the penalty minutes. All right, let's see, guys. Let me pay attention to what I'm doing. All right, there we go. So we're gonna start off with this jerk bait. We're kind of similar to like a point. I see some suspended fish out here. Chauncey said like number 8. All right, appreciate that. Make sure you guys go ahead and double tap your screen. See if we can get those likes up for me. So Chauncey, tell us about your day in the BFL from this past weekend. You fished that super tournament. Jay says, co-pilot, I need to know how much gas we got so we don't get stuck on the water. So we have a full tank, guys. We have a full tank. Some of you may have saw my recent trip to the gas station. Well, it's almost full. If you look at the meter, it says it's full, but I didn't completely fill it up though. But we're good to go. We're good to go. Blaster says he's only showing 12 likes. Yeah, the likes are looking a little ugly. Shout out to Chauncey. He says he's headed to his first regional at Lake Seminole in October. Good deal, Chauncey. Congrats on that. Was that the goal that you were working towards? Was this to make it to regionals? Man, this wind out here is kind of tricky. Gotta watch out for these wind knots and all this stuff today. All right, there we go. Now that was a good cast. Now let's see if the fish want to cooperate. Oh, we just had a hit, guys. We had a hit, but it didn't take it. Ooh, that was a good one, guys. Let's see. Let's see what type of action we got going on out there. All right, so the wind died down a little bit, which for what I want to do, that would definitely help if the wind does die down. Blaster said it's tricky out there. Yeah, if the wind dies down, then we can go to some places where they should be hitting on top water a little better. I don't know if they're gonna come on top or not today, guys. But you guys know I like to get that top water bite, especially on these lives, so you guys can actually see when those fish come up and crush these baits. What's going on, Kevin? 2 fishes. Chauncey says, I caught 3. One on a 1/4 ounce black and blue jig, one on an X-Zone whiplash in white. And the other one on the whiplash, but it was 13.5 inches. Oh man, he said my goal was to win the regionals and the All-American. Okay, all right, so in order to win the regionals, you have to qualify and make it. And so you've done that, so you're on your way. Man, my eyes are playing tricks on me. Those waves out there kind of look like they were fish coming up on top. We got AC tuning in. If you see it, say it. What's going on, AC? AC says, look, oh my God. She said, look at her badge. Does anybody know what that means? She said, look at my badge. AC, I don't know how long you have to be a member in order to get that badge that she has. Is it a year? I think it takes a year to get that badge. Man, time goes by fast. I don't know how long it's been, but it has been a long time and a good time. 2 things at once. Shout out to AC. Everybody put AC in the chat. She said, check out her badge. What that means is that she has been a member of the MoneyTeam for about a year, guys. I believe, yeah, there she goes. She says 1 year. Wow. Faith and Tackle said, if you don't see it, make it. Shout out to Chauncey. Chauncey on his way to the regionals. AC over here shouting out her badge. Kevin 2 Fishes says, long-time follower, first-time listener. Oh, goodness. Shout out to AC out here making big things happen. All right, so who has heard me talking about this thing called the Big Bass Battle? If you have heard me mention that before, type Big Bass in the chat. Big Bass Battle is where people in different states are going to be live on the channel, seeing who actually is the true Big Bass King. Who are the true kings of the Big Bass is what we're going to find out. If you have heard me talk about the Big Bass Battle, the live tournament, type Big Bass. Okay, all right, I see. Shout out to Ron. Shout out to Chauncey. Has anybody else heard me referring to the Big Bass Battle? That's it? Only 2 people? Say it ain't so. Only 2 people have heard about the big bass battle. All right, these fish aren't they aren't cooperating out here, guys. I see some followers, but no takers. Frisco said big bass. He said he's gonna be the champ of the big bass. Anybody else? Shout out to Germany. We got Germany checking in. We got Torsten. What's going on? Torsten says, oh yeah, we fish out here in Germany too. What kind of fish do you guys catch out there in Germany? What kind of fishing do you like to do? He said barsh. I have not heard of that before. Faith and Tackle. Okay. Faith and Tackle knows about the big bass. Kevin Two Fishes says big bass champion right here. Oh my goodness. Kevin Two Fishes, what state are you in? What state are you in? Come on, bud. We just need one of y'all to go ahead and hit me with the tappy tap. Man, this current is taking over today, guys. Or Sea-Lax. I haven't heard of either one of those. Okay, all right. So, Kevin, you got some big fish in, what is that, Indiana? You got some big fish up there? So, what is the biggest fish that you have caught? What is the biggest fish you have caught, Kevin? Because I think these Texas guys are, I think they're going to be the ones that are saying that they're going to take the win. Tank Master said, Tank Master, big bass all day. East Texas. Oh, my goodness. All right, so Kevin Two Fishes says he can roll with a 6.85 pounder. He was like, can y'all beat that? Frisco said a 6. Uh-oh, Frisco. What are you talking about? Kevin Two Fishes says it's on my FishXLive and my YouTube channel. Okay. It looks like Frisco has something to say about a 6. I think Frisco's saying they use those size fish for bait out there where he fishes at. All right, Frisco, what's your big bass? What do you have out there in Texas? All right, we got Hunter 6000 says Texas Parks and Wildlife folks definitely have an advantage. Frisco says 9.8 is his PB. Who in here can beat a 9.8? Is there anybody in here that can beat a 9.8? My PB is 8. Goodness, guys, I forgot. Is it 8.56? I got to go back and watch the video again. All right, looks like Frisco made everybody get quiet for a minute. Wait a minute. Tank Monster says, check my page. Just uploaded 9 and 10s. Oh, my God. Oh, we just had a tap, guys. We just had a tap, but it didn't take it. We're going to have to try some different things today. The wind just kind of changed it up for us. Frisco says, the one I sent you the other day was over a 7. All right, so Tank says 9 and a 10. He said he just uploaded them on his page. Uh-oh, so we up to 9s and 10s. Can anybody beat a 10? And Tank Monster, where are you from? What state are you catching those big bass from? Two Fishes says a 9 and a 10. Oh yeah, there's some guys out here catching some biggins. But that's what the big bass battle is going to be about. He said, yeah, not here in Indiana. But hey, Kevin Two Fishes, just you never really know. That could be on a good day. You may get them on a good day. They may not be able to pull in a 6 or a 7 on that same day when you're out there. So what the big bass battle is, guys, is where each person is going to be on whatever lake that they choose to fish on. So you will be able to pick your own lake and you will be live. So if you have ever watched Battle of the Anglers here on this channel, If you've ever watched Battle of the Anglers here on this channel, that is what the big bass battle is going to be like. You will see maybe 6 or 7 anglers all live on the screen. I'll be on the screen. Chicken Hawk should be on the screen. I think Chicken Hawk is going to be on Gunnersville, guys. And do you guys know when we're doing that? Does anybody know when the big bass battle is taking place? Does anybody know? Let's put a little stank on it, guys. These fish are, they're suspended, but because of this wind, I can't get them to do what I want them to do. So let's just see if they'll go down and hit something on the bottom. Frisco says, is a date set? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We set a date, and all we need, we're checking to see if we're going to have 4 guys that want to sign up. The rules of engagement are now listed on FishXLive, guys. If you go to FishXLive, remember, it's free to download that app. So if you're thinking that you want to participate in FishXLive, the rules of engagement are on FishXLive. And so all we're looking for is 4 guys that want to participate. What's going on, Joshua? Good to see you back out. Shout out from Virginia. He said the bendation is sensational. He said the bendation sensation on the way. Okay. Faith and Tackle said Chicken Hawk's going to have the upper hand on that lake if he learns how to fish. Oh, no. Not the big if. All right, I need you guys to go over to FishXLive and take a look at it and come back and put some comments in the chat. Tell me what you guys think. The rules of engagement are on there. The date and everything is on there. I want you guys to go and take a look at it and come back and tell me what you think. Once we get 4 people that have read the rules of engagement and reach out to me on moneybass404@gmail.com, then we're going to lock it in, guys. The big bass battle is going to be fast and furious. It's going to be fast and furious. You have 4 hours to make something happen. So Kevin Two Fishes, I want you to go check it out too. Go check it out, Kevin Two Fishes. Let's see what you think. Uh-oh, Kevin Two Fishes said he's going to check it out. What's going on, little Alex? We got little Alex tuning back in. Good to see you back in the chat. You came in just in time. We're just getting started. And as you probably know, we're out here for a good time, not a long time. So I think oh my goodness, guys. I see some things that look very promising. I was going to say I'm going to make this last cast here and then take off. Kevin Two Fishes says, I already know if I do it, I've caught more weight now than what Chicken Hawk will have in 4 hours. Oh my goodness. The disrespect. Frisco says, oh man, I won't have my boat back by then. Oh, come on, Frisco. You can phone a friend. Faith and Tackle says, I'm here to watch the DQ hammer. So hurry up and catch it. Oh my goodness. People do get DQ'd a lot around here, don't they? It's a lot of DQing going on. Make sure you guys go ahead and double tap that screen for me. Want to make sure we get those likes up. All right, so I did have those fish hit a jerk bait. So we're gonna throw that jerk bait maybe 2 or 3 more times, and then we're gonna keep on moving. Because when you're out here for a good time and not a long time, you don't have a lot of time to play around with the fish when they don't want to bite, right? This wind out here is definitely messing up the cast. So people ask me, why do I throw a jerk bait on a spinning rod? And it's because, for one, on windy days like this, I'm still able to get the cast out to where I need it to go. 2, even if it's not a windy day, I need to get my cast out a very good distance away from the boat. I do have a jerk bait on a spinning rod, and I also have another jerk bait on a there we go. That's the kind of cast I'm talking about right there. So I have a jerk bait on a bait caster, and I keep a jerk bait on a spinning rod. Let's move it a little faster now and see if we can get a reaction bite from these fish, which that is still not working. With the wind being the way that it is, I really don't feel like making a long run across the main lake and taking a beating. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Frisco says his only other friend. Frisco says his only other friend has a pontoon. Frisco, you need some more friends. Faith the Tackle says, you think they are still deep after that storm? Yeah, I can actually see them. They're out there deep. Frisco says you need a 6XD or better depending on the depth and run through. Okay, you know what? We'll go ahead and throw that 6XD out there. We got King of Trout said, what kind of fish are we out here fishing for? Today we're back out here once again going for spotted bass. And this wind is horrific. It's making my cast go way off. We're out here looking for spotted bass or largemouth, but more than likely what I'll get to the boat out here will be spotted bass. And because we're out here and the water has some good chop on it, the wind is you know, we have a little bit of wind, maybe like closer to 10-mile-an-hour winds like that, 5 to 10-mile-an-hour winds. So we're throwing a jerk bait. See that right there? So we're throwing this jerk bait. Come on, buddy. Kevin Two Fisher says, what's it under? So once you go to FishXLive, just click on the search bar. Well, actually, once you just click on the tournaments tab. Once you go to FishXLive and download the app, remember guys, you can download the FishXLive app for free. Once you click on that, just click on the tournaments tab, and it'll probably be like the second tournament that's on there. There's only like 2 or 3 things on there right now that's showing upcoming, but it'll say Big Bass Battle on there. Hunter says, I guess Hunter said, let me take that back. What's going on, Ellis? Good to see you in the chat. All right, these fish out here don't want to play today, so we're gonna make one more cast, and then we're gonna take off and go to another location. We're just hopping around, guys. We're just hopping around today, just looking for active fish. Make sure as you come into the chat, you double tap the screen. Just tap the screen twice with your finger, with one of those fingers. If you hit it with one of your fingers, then that's what helps us get the likes up, guys. The likes really do help out the channel. The channel's growing. We're trying to hit 20,000 subscribers as soon as possible. I know we're a little over 18,000 right now. So we're making some decent progress. All right, no takers over here either, guys. All right, so let's keep on moving. All right, so Kevin Two Fishes, were you able to see the big bass battle listed on FishXLive? So if anybody doesn't have the app, what you do is go to FishXLive.com. That is where you can watch, participate in. You can actually host your own live tournaments if you want to, all right? Go to FishXLive.com, click the Tournaments tab. Once you click that Tournaments tab, from there, you should see the big bass battle. Frisco says, you do know most lakes will be full of Labor Day, folks. All right, so that is true, but we'll only be out there for 4 hours. If you look at the time, I know there'll be some guys in Texas, some guys in some different states. So we're only gonna be out there for 4 hours, guys. We're gonna try to get out there early. And once we get at least four people that wanna participate, then we may make the time a little earlier too. It just depends on what state the guys are going to be in. But right now, it's set to be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time to give everybody 4 hours. But if we're able to knock that time back 1 hour, that would definitely help out because of the Labor Day folks that are going to be coming through. Kevin says, sad part is it's lower U.S. states mentioned only. That was just because of those are the people who showed interest, Kevin Two Fishes. So I can change it. I can, what state, what you said you're in Indiana, I can add that right on there too. We got Nick back in the chat. What's going on, Ryan? Ryan says, what body of water is that? We're out here on Lake Lanier. Take a look around. Nice pretty lake with nice clear water. You guys see that nice green looking water down here? Have a little bit of chop coming through, a little bit of wind. But yeah, Kevin, those are just some of the locations where people have shown interest. But I mean, we may have somebody from New York that wants to participate, somebody from California. We just never know. But yeah, if you're interested, make sure you read those rules of engagement and just shoot me an email. Frisco says, I'll get you guys. When are you going to have your boat back, Frisco? Because I definitely want to see some Texas guys in there. Oh, Frisco says, I don't know. Well, can you catch one in a pontoon, Frisco? I don't think the fish care what kind of boat you're in. Can you still catch one in a pontoon? All right, Two Fishes says, I don't have a headset and don't know what a YOLOTech is. All right, so a headset is earbuds, anything that will allow you to be able to communicate on. Oh my goodness, guys, we had a school of them. They were on it, but they did not take it. All right, so we just need to change positions. I'm gonna let it, we're just gonna drift down on the other side of these fish. So side of this point, So I'm on a point, but I'm on the wind blown side of it. So I need to let it, I'm going to just drift down to the other side of it, and then we'll start back fishing again. All right, so Kevin Two Fishes. Let's see. He says, just have earbuds and a chesty. That's all you need. And you don't have a scale? Kevin Two Fishes, you got to have a scale. It doesn't have to be a Bubba scale. Two Fishes says, my budget says Rapala or nada. You're good. So, you know what? Let me pull it up myself, because I know it didn't just say that you have to have a Bubba scale. Let me double check, guys. So all we're doing for any to FishXLive.com. So this is what we're talking about right now. If you go to FishXLive.com, you can download the app for free. That way you can watch the live tournaments. You can actually host or participate in the live tournaments too. So let's see. So we're going to FishXLive right now. I need to take a look for myself and see, because I don't think it says you have to have a Bubba scale. There we go. Yeah, or approved scale. So you just have to have a decent working scale. So once you go to FishXLive, let me just get it so you guys can see it. So there we go. FishXLive, Big Bass Battle. So once you click on that, it will take you to the Big Bass Battle. There's the information right here. And so if you scroll down here, let's see. A Bubba scale or approved scale. So yeah, you just need to have a scale. But there's the information, guys. So if you are interested in letting the world see if your state is actually, your state and lake that you pick is actually the king of the big bass, just shoot me an email to moneybass404@gmail.com, all right? So Kevin Two Fishes, it sounds like you have everything you need. You don't need anything else. He says, ship me that extra Bubba scale you're holding on to, and I can use that one. Oh, so you saw my two Bubba. I had 3 of the things. I think one of them got stolen from someplace. I think I stopped someplace, or either I accidentally put it on the fender on the trailer or something and fell off. But you always got to stay prepared. But yeah, Two Fishes, you have everything you need, sir. We have Arav says it's night in India. Oh yeah, so where you're at, it is probably, is it like 2 or 3 a.m. where you're at? Two Fishes says the third one was a consolation prize for Chicken Hawk getting heckled last Battle of the Anglers. But you can use whatever story you want. Man, it'd be nice if the wind calmed down a little bit. Man, just had 1 bump so far, and that's it. We got Pat tuning in, Travelino. What's going on? He says long time. Oh yeah, it's been a long time. But glad to have you back. All right, so is anybody that is currently in the chat? Is there anybody that's in the chat that may be interested in participating in the big bass battle. Is there anybody that's might be interested after you've taken a look at the information on FishXLive for it? Is there anybody that may be interested? Oh, come on, fish. Why won't they cooperate today? All right, so they're not cooperating on that. I don't think I'll be able to get these fish to come up and hit on top either, so. Oh my God, look who's in the chat. Texas Noop is tuned in. He said he is like number 39. Really appreciate that, sir. Yeah, we're trying to get these likes up. I think the people that are just tuning in don't realize that 60 to 70 likes make the fish bite. Pat Travelino says, what is required to participate? All right, so for anybody that is just tuning in, we are talking about the battle, the big bass battle, guys. The big bass battle is now listed on FishXLive.com. So make sure you go over to FishXLive, download the app for free. The rules of engagement for the big bass battle are now live on FishXLive, guys. We probably have 4 slots. We're probably only going to accept 4 slots. So if you're interested, you definitely should go over there and take a look right now. Come on. Come on. Let's see if we want to go ahead and hit this bait. We just need one of you to act right. We just need one. C219 says 9 is too late for me. Best bite is at daybreak. All right, so C219, you saw it. So once we get 4 guys that are interested, we may knock the time back one hour or so, or it could be earlier than that. The reason why it is set for 9 o'clock right now is because there may be some guys in different states to where we wouldn't want to start at 7 and then they're 2 hours behind and they're out there at 5 in the morning and can't even blast off yet. So remember, there's people that will be participating in different lakes in different states. And this is all in fun for the experience of it, guys. We got the carp hunter tuning in. What's going on, Hippie Dave? Frisco says, let's see, Ranger said they got the boat last Friday, but no ETA. Oh, guys, we just had a hit. Oh, man, but it didn't take it. It did not take it. Oh, my goodness. Come on, buddy. Why'd you do it to me? Kevin Two Fisher says, if I can get someone to go out with me to video and read comments so I can answer, I might be interested. However you want to do it, Kevin Two Fishes. Texas Noop says, got the charger in place and all is good. All right, Texas Noop. So are you ready for the big bass battle? I don't see DL Peck in the chat. I want to see some of these Texas guys. I want to see if some of these Texas guys can catch some of those big fish live, or where the pressure, where the live pressure get to you, where you be out there chicken hawking. We got Jorge tuning in from Mexico City. All right, Texas Noob says, got a new shaky head mode and wants you to check them out. Okay, all right. Well, my contact information is in the chat. So if you want to shoot some over to me, I mean, I can see if the bendation is sensational with those shaky heads that you make. We'll make it work. All right, let's count this down to about 20 this time, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Charlie said, how many fish did you catch today? None yet. None yet. Frisco said he'll definitely use a shaky head. Oh, goodness. That might be what I need to be throwing right now. Texas Snoop said that's why I asked. All right, so yeah, Texas Snoop, go take a look at FishXLive. Click on the tournaments tab and tell me what you think. So the Big Bass Battle is listed on there now. So Chicken Hawk is gonna be on Gunnersville. I'll be out here on Lake Lanier. I'll be going after those 4 and 5 pound spots. I might have to catch a 6 depending on if one of you Texas guys bring in something. Texas New said, let me go check it out. I have a feeling I can beat some of them Texas guys. I have a feeling I can still beat the Texas guys. Charlie says, I caught 19 last Tuesday on my first live stream. The biggest was 7.5. All right, Charlie, you might need to go and check out the Big Bass Battle too. Frisco said not. I don't know about that, Frisco. I think once we get out there and you start feeling all those eyeballs looking at you on the live, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, they ain't biting like I thought they was. What's going on? Do the fish know that we're live right now? And Frisco, I'm gonna tell you, you probably need to pick up a shaky head. Uh-oh, Blaster said he's gonna change his name to Frisco Hawk. All right, there we go, guys. Let's go ahead and move to the next. All right. Ella said you need to hit him with a crank or a drop shot. Oh, Charlie said I need to throw a rubber worm. Do you think I need to throw a shaky head, Charlie? What do you think, Charlie? Should I try something new that I've never done before? Like something like, maybe a shaky head? Look at that, Frisco. Charlie said I need to try a shaky head. He might be right. Down Home Fishing said I need to throw a drop shot. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I got my drop shot sitting over there. We might have to try that. Oh, my God. But right now, I see something that we definitely need to try. And And that's a jerk bait. I think we might get a bite, guys. I think this might be the cash right here. This might be the cast I've been waiting for. Come on, buddy. Come on up and chase this bait. Let's see if one of them will come and get it. There we go. Come on, grab it, grab it. Ah. Close, but no cigar. All right, let's try it again. Let's try a different retrieve that time. I tried to get a reaction bite. Now let's do it a little bit. Let's slow it down for him. Let him take a look and think about it. Okay. Okay. That's not working. Charlie says, you got this, bro. All right, we're going to count it down this time, too. Carlina, what is going on from Latvia? What kind of fish you catching out there in Latvia? All right, let's go ahead and just kind of slow roll it through there, guys. I'm going to speed it up a little bit, too. Watch the tip of that rod. If you see the tip of that rod go a little crazy, that means we might have a little something. All right, that's not what they wanted. Carlina said they're out there catching pike, perch, catfish, and zander. I haven't heard of a zander before. Do you eat those zander? Do you eat them? Or do you catch them and throw them back? What kind of fish do I catch? We're out here catching some spotted bass and largemouth bass. More than likely, if we get something, when we get something, it'll be a spotted bass. Make sure you guys double tap your screen for me so we can get the likes up. We're sitting at 44 likes. And if you're new to the channel, type the word new in the chat. Let's see if we have any new people in the chat. Carlina says we take them and grill them. Okay. Grill them with a little hot sauce. Put some hot sauce on them. You know you got to put hot sauce on everything, right? Shout out to Joseph. We got Texas Joey new in the chat. Joseph is new. Hema says, it's my birthday. All right, Charlie, we're gonna pick up a worm for you in just a second. Come on, come on. They just don't want to act right. All right, what did Texas Noob say? Texas Noob said, "Honey, how many are going to be in this here battle? Well, we're looking to have 4 people from out of state. Well, basically, me, Chicken, I'll be on Lanier. Chicken Hawk will be on Gunnersville. And maybe we'll have somebody from Florida. Maybe we'll have somebody from Texas. But we're looking to have maybe 6 or 7 guys that will all be live. Because I want to see if these guys in Texas can catch these fish under pressure. I think I have a chance of beating some of them Texas guys. That's what I think. Because I think once you get on camera, Texas, and then you got somebody like Beards and Bass or Chicken Hawk heckling, and the fish ain't biting like what you thought, some people gonna fold under that pressure. That's what I think. Texas Noob says, Frisco, they got Hawk in it, and Hawk's version of a big bass is less than 2 pounds. Carlina says, I am 15 and I fished for 8 years. Okay, all right, good deal. So you're gonna be a pro after a while. You started off young, so you're on your way. On your way to the big leagues. Yeah, that wind got that cast, but we'll see. May have to do it over. We'll see. Texas Noob says, remember what Frisco said to that. We'll see. We'll see. Carlina says, how old are you if it's not a secret? It's not a secret, but I'm old enough to be your grandpappy. I'm old enough to be your grandpappy. All right, in the chat, does anybody know how old is your partner MoneyBass? How many moons have I seen? I mean, not moons, mini moons. How many moons? How old do you guys think your partner MoneyBass is? Frisco said, Noop, are you gonna represent? Man, I tell you, Noop, if you get out there and you get, because Chicken Hawk is gonna be on Gunnersville. Gunnersville, if you watch Mikey Balls on YouTube, he fishes Lake Gunnersville. Lake Gunnersville has some real big fish on it. Now, Texas Noop, if you get out there and you get beat by Chicken Hawk, oh my God. If anybody gets beat by Chicken Hawk, oh my God. That would be terrible. You're gonna have to move to Latvia or Afghanistan, Pakistan. Frisco said that won't happen. Oh my goodness, guys. If you show up on a live, Texas News says, stop the press. If you show up on a live and get beat by Chicken Hawk in front of everybody, oh my God. Oh man. That would be disastrous. Texas News says, stop the press. Frisco said, I could beat Chicken Hawk from the bank. Chicken Hawk said he been drinking milk. He said he a lot better now. He said he been drinking his milk. Carlina says, did you catch anything today? Not yet. Just a bunch of conversation. Blaster got that right, that you will never hear the end of that. Chicken Hawk will pull out a notepad and make sure he keeps track of everybody that he has ever beat. And it doesn't matter if it's 30 years from now, he will still bring that up. Goodness, this wind is blowing hard, guys. I can't even get my cash where I need them to go. Texas Nuke says, first off, Hawk has to catch illegal fish. That is correct. Shout out to Pakistan. Tipu says, I'm from Pakistan and I did a tour of duty in Afghanistan. When I was in the 7th grade, my best friend was from Pakistan. His name was Mirai Spoon. I believe that's how you pronounced it, Mirai Spoon. That was my best friend from Pakistan. Carlina says, have you ever been stopped by the police? Of course. Who hasn't been stopped by? Is there anybody in the chat who has not been stopped by the police before? We got Texas Air Gunner in the chat. Blaster says, do you mean the fishing police? Whether it's the fishing police, any type of police? Yes, the answer would still be yes. Texas Nuke said he could beat Hawk on a bad day. I want to see if somebody can get out there on live under pressure and still be able to bring in a 6, 7, 8 pounder. I want to see if they can do it. What's going on, Kobe? That's right. Kobe says, is the 70 likes rule applying today? That's right. 60 to 70 likes. We're at 61. Oh no, Texas Nuke says Hawk be catching drums and is happy about it. Oh my goodness, listen, Texas Nuke, he was not happy about that drum that he caught on the last Battle of the Anglers. I can tell you that crushed him. When he brought in that drum or that carp, I call it a carp. But when he caught that fish, that crushed him. It was over. Kobe said those fish better get active today. Yeah, they not out here acting right today, Kobe. What's going on with that? They trying to make me have to move around too much. I don't want to have to move around too much today. It's windy. These waves will be beating me down too much. We got Zyros checking in. Can you guys hear this wind? Is the wind real loud to you guys? Frisco says this blustering. Hey, Texas Nuke, don't be bringing up old stuff. Don't bring up old stuff. This is a new chat. Don't bring up old stuff, Texas Nuke. Why I gotta be like that? Oh my goodness. That's mixed up Texas Newt. Why I gotta be like that? Man, these fish are definitely not cooperating today. Let's get this drop shot down here and hit him in the head. Let's see if that will help. And let's put a little stank on it. Uh-oh. Bladger said we almost have 70 likes. That means the fish should start to bite. All right. Frisco said, good thing the pot doesn't have compound interest. All right, we're going to get right on top of them now, guys. Tipu says you should try put some bait and do bottom fishing. All right, so there we go. I just put on a drop shot. So we're going to get right on top of these fish and drop it straight down to them and see how they like that. What's going on, Ethan? We got Sean Wiggins tuning in. All right, if you are new to the channel, type the word new in the chat. I always like to see when we have some new people tuning in. Give a proper introduction. Everybody welcome Ethan and Sean to the chat. We got Gilbert and Alex new to the chat. Shout out to Jacob. Sean says, anything in the boat yet? What's going on, Titan? We got Titan tuning in. Nothing in the boat yet. All right, so now we're just sitting right on top of a school of fish, guys. Tupu says, I am new. All right, good to see you in the chat. Ethan says, where are you? I'm on Lake Lanier. I'm fishing Lake Lanier in Georgia. Looking for some spotted bass, possibly largemouth. More than likely it'll be spotted bass that I catch. But on the big bass battle, your partner MoneyBass might have to go after some largemouth. We have largemouth out here on this lake too, guys. And we got some good ones. Somebody caught a 9-pound largemouth in the tournament that I fished a while back. Ethan says all he tries to catch is largemouth. We're in 27 feet of water right now. Water temp still dropping. It's down to 81 degrees right now. Don says, thanks for the inspiration. I've been working on my boat, going to get it running and send you some video footage. Best wishes. All right, good deal. Yeah, get out there and make it happen. Nice pretty day, nice windy day. All right, so these fish still didn't want it. I came right on the guys. They still didn't want it. I think what I might try to do next, let's just make one more cast over here. And what I'm gonna try to do next is get out of this wind a little bit. See if that'll help. It is 440 where I'm at. 440. Small water charters, what's going on? Shout out to small water charters. Again, make sure you guys go and check out FishXLive.com if you are interested in participating in the Big Bass Battle. Represent your state. Oh, what was that? Hope it didn't break me off. Let me just leave it out there and see. Oh, it did. It broke me off, guys. That's not good. So I'm fishing some rocks now. Let's go ahead and get a quick retie. Oh my God, we got Beards and Bass tuning in. Beards and Bass say, is that Saturday? It sure is, sir. So what we're doing, if we get the pay, then we're gonna run it. So make sure you go to FishXLive.com. You can download the app for free. Click on the tournaments tab if you are interested in participating in the Big Bass Battle. If you want to represent your state, if you think that your state and lake has what it takes, you can pick the lake that you want to fish and you will be live. If you're familiar with the Battle of the Anglers format, that is what the setup will look like. If you are not, just search MoneyBass Battle of the Anglers on YouTube and you'll see the last battle, I guess the Battle of the Anglers that we had on Lake Logan Martin. But for this one, you guys can pick the lake that you want to go to. So this is all in fun. You can promote your channel, all that good stuff, guys. So this is going to be the first of many that we do. So we'll definitely be expanding it. But for right now, we're going to keep it nice and simple. Beards and Bass says, you got my email. I'll email you again. Okay, yeah. So anybody that's interested, make sure that you shoot me an email. The rules of engagement, if you want to participate in the Big Bass Battle, the information is at FishXLive.com. FishXLive.com, guys. Make sure you go to FishXLive.com, download the app for free, and just click on the tournaments tab. And then you'll see Big Bass Battle is the one that we're referring to. So Texas Nooper, you think you're gonna be in it? You think you're gonna hang in there? I feel sorry for anybody that gets beat by chicken hawk. I have a feeling, because see, chicken hawk is gonna be on Gunnersville. I have a feeling that chicken hawk is gonna take somebody out. I think somebody's gonna get on live and they're gonna choke under pressure. They're gonna say, oh, wait a minute. The fish ain't cooperating right. Something's wrong. And chicken hawk is gonna be loving it. Oh man, I'm kind of not at this. Do I have to retie? Yes, I do. I need to retie, guys. Fisherman Bass said these are my Thursday fish. John Major says I'm hitting the tuna this year out of San Diego. Okay. Got to reach out to DL Peck and see if he wants to hop in there. I know DL Peck has a link or two he's been putting on the map. I want to see who's going to get out there and choke on live. I feel the pressure. Like, can I have a timeout? All right, let me get this knot right. Oh man, another day, another day. One, two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, not even a knot giving me a hard time today. All right, there we go. Texas News said he already reached out to DL Peck. All right, there we go. Let's make sure I didn't nick my line. All right, there we go. That'll reel in that 10-pounder right there. Beers and Bass says, I'm going to eat my lucky. Wait a minute. You said you're going to eat your sock. Don't you hate typos? I was going to say, man, you're going to eat the socks. Beers and Bass says, are you going to have it live on your channel? Yes, sir. So it's going to be live on YouTube and Facebook. So make sure you go through and read the rules of engagement. It puts all of those details in there. All right, let's reset these things real quick. Beers and Bass says, I'll send all my people over there to watch on your channel for sure. Ty says, how do you like those hummingbirds? They do their thing. They make it happen. Tipu says, it's 2 a.m. in Pakistan. Okay. Gibber says, any fish yet? No, sir, not yet. Not yet. But we still have some time on our hands. Ah, Texas Noob. It's like that. Okay, all right, Texas Noob. I see how it is now. I see how it is. Okay. All right, Texas Snoop. I'm gonna remember this. I am definitely gonna remember this. All right, looks like the wind died down a little bit. All right, let's move. Let's move. Texas Snoop got a few jokes going on, telling people in Pakistan they need to go ahead and take a nap, implying that your partner MoneyBass ain't about to catch one. I know what you meant, Texas Snoop. I know what you meant. Oh yeah, that boat was kind of close. Angel said those people are AI bots. Texas Snoop, are you an AI bot? Texas Snoop is an AI bot. Just like me. Y'all didn't know I'm AI. Okay, all right, the wind's not as bad over here, guys. All right, there we go, guys. Drop a 1 in the chat if we're back. All right, appreciate that, guys. We still have some time left on the shot clock. Kevin says, what's the date for the Battle of the Anglers? So the Big Bass Battle right now is scheduled for this Saturday, guys. It's going to be 4 hours of live fishing. It's going to be fast and furious. We're going to see who actually has the biggest bass. We hear these Texas guys always talking about it, but I want to see if they can make it happen. Beards and Bass, what about you? Are you thinking about hopping in? Or the chicken hawk everybody away? All right, so the wind is a little bit better here, guys. The wind is actually a little bit better over here, so now we'll We'll see. Maybe I'll be able to get some type of production. Beers and Bass says, oh, I'm in. I know Beers and Bass out there, he catching them pretty good. Dexter says, what lake am I fishing? I'm out here on Lake Lanier. So anybody that is interested in viewing or participating in the Big Bass Battle, make sure you go to FishXLive.com. Right now, this will be the first one, guys. So we're going to open up 4 slots. All right, 4 slots, guys. So go over to FishXLive.com, download the app for free. And from there, all you have to do is click on the Tournaments tab, and you will see Big Bass Battle. And you'll see rules of engagement, what it takes to participate. Wait a minute, look at Frisco. Frisco already checking the weather report. Listen, these Texas guys are planning on coming in and stealing the show. Dexter says, is it on just on Lake Lanier? No, sir. So this will basically be the first tournament that we do where, excuse me, you can be in whatever state you're in, you pick your favorite lake, whatever lake that you think you can make things happen, that's where you go. I feel sorry for anybody that shows up for the Big Bass Battle. It gets taken out by Chicken Hawk, because you will never hear the end of it. Frank said, I was on Lanier on Saturday. Okay. So, yeah, they had a big BFL tournament out here, too. So I'm pretty sure you saw a lot of boats out here. Dexter says, I'm down here in the southwest corner of Lake Eufaula. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. If Lake Eufaula gets in on the Big Bass Battle, it might be a real challenge going on. But make sure you guys, if you are interested, go to FishXLive.com. You'll see the information for the Big Bass Battle, guys. It will be a live tournament. All the information that you need if you want to participate will be on there. And if you're somebody who just wants to watch the action, you can download the app for free, guys. Texas Newt said, Frisco, is Hawk the ringer here in this tournament? Faith and Tackle says, man, if anyone is beat out by Chicken Hawk, they need to crawl in a cave and hide, but I'll still find you and ask what happened. Oh, no, not the harassment, not the fisherman harassment. Frank said had to go back to Louisiana and get some rods. So we're right on top of some fish again. Let's try this drop shot on them again. Sooner or later, the drop shot got to get some love from somewhere. Ty says, I will try to be on Lake Okeechobee. We got Fat Cat Fishing tuning in. Oh my goodness, guys, I think we just had a hit. All right, still no love on the drop shot. We got KFN tuning in. Tumu says, promise me you'll carry fresh bait next time. He said, you need some live bait. Pearson Bass said he already registered. Pearson Bass, you're not supposed to register yet. He said Chicken Hunt's gonna need some live bait. Oh, goodness. Pearson Bass said, it's too late. He said, I'm in. Pearson Bass said, I'm taking a spot. Ty says, what do you like better, spinning reels or bait casters? Well, I mean, if I could have bait casters that perform the same as spinning reels, then I would use a bait caster on all occasions. But because of the time and place where a spinning reel performs better for me on the baits that I'm using, it really just depends on what technique I'm actually using at the time. Frisco said, Beers and Bass don't play. Dexter says, can I get a head start? It depends on what lake you're gonna be on, Dexter. None of that stuff may be a factor anyways, depending on what lake you're on. Beers and Bass says, I want to put chicken back on that pole. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Oh my goodness. Oh man, it is 5:08, guys. How much more time do we have left on the shot clock? It can't be much. It can't be much. So let me change things up a little bit. Oh man. Texas Noob says Dexter Hawk doesn't have it either. Oh, Chicken Hawk has a live scope. You didn't know that, did you? He received a cease and desist letter from Garmin. They told him, we saw the way that you were representing our product. Well, look, when Chicken Hawk finds out I've been talking about him this bad during the live and he's not even on here. Oh, goodness. Chef Boy says 4 fish in the boat. I'm pretty sure somebody somewhere has 4 fish in the boat. Fisherman Bass says live scope and 2 fish. Oh my goodness, those are a lot of big fish out there too, guys. All we need is one of these. Let's see if we can make it happen. All we need is one. Let's get back up jerk bait on them. Oh, no good, no good. Man, this wind is getting crazy out here. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about? Beers and Bass says, we're going to get AC to take Chicken place if he doesn't show up. Frisco says, anytime you're on the water, they are basically around you. That is true. Uh-oh, we got DL Peck showing. He says, what's going on? What's going on, DL Peck? Wait a minute. Look at T-Poo has some Will Smith jokes in the chat. Oh, man. Ty says the water is a lot more choppy. Yep, it sure is. Kind of messed up my game plan for the day. And Ron says, is this a fish catching show? Oh, goodness. It's supposed to be. I guess right now it's been a casting show, right? I've been showing you guys various casting techniques. So for anybody that's new to the channel, first we go over casting techniques, and then I show you how to use those casting techniques to catch fish. So I think everybody has seen the casting technique part of the show now. So what we're gonna focus on now is actually catching fish and getting some fish to the boat. If that's okay with everybody. Is there anybody else that needs to see any more casting techniques? Or are you guys ready for me to catch fish now? So if you want me to go ahead and catch fish, put catch in the chat. If you want to see some more casting techniques, type casting in the chat. I just want to make sure I bring, you know, I provide the type of information for people that they're here to watch. So this was the casting section of the show. Okay. Gay says he wants to, okay. Rob says need some more casting. Okay. Green Tea says catch. Rob says catch. Tipu says catch. Josh says, let's see a backhand cast. Okay. See, that's what I'm saying, guys. I got to make sure that the people are understanding the different casting techniques. So we got somebody wants to see a backhand cast. Ron says he wants to see some catching. Kevin says a little more casting. All right, so we're going to start off with a backhand cast, guys. So we're going to do a backhand. You know how you can do a front hand backhand? We're going to go ahead and show you guys a clean backhand cast. So all you do is just take it and you whip it like that with your wrist. And the form and the technique, you have to be at a perpendicular angle to the X and Y axis, both together at the same time. So remember, perpendicular cast. All right, so we're going to do probably 3 more casting techniques, and then after that I'm going to show you guys how to use the casting techniques to land some fish and bring big fish to the boat. Texas Noob says spell it. What would you like me to spell? Oh, casting. Oh, backhand. BAKCHADN. Backhand. Ron says, can we get one catch? Oh, sure. I mean, see, there was a misunderstanding. I thought you guys wanted to see casting techniques today. Okay, Frisco says, actually, you should turn your wrist under for a backhand. Oh, yeah, so that was a smooth backhand. Kim 899 says, shout out. Kim, are you shouting out yourself? All right, so Frisco said to, okay, let me go ahead and do a, all right, so now we're going to do an overhand cast. Do a nice, clean overhand cast. And this is kind of a bullet cast. You need a bullet cast whenever the winds are high like this. So we're going to do a nice bullet cast right now. So make sure everybody pay attention to the technique. So a bullet cast. Here's the bullet cast. Boom. So you guys see that? It went out there just straight like a bullet. And we're going to count this down. We're going to count this down to about 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did we say 15? All right, that's close enough. All right, so now that was a bullet cast. Now what you want to do on the retrieve is just go nice and easy, nice and slow like that. And then when you see the tip of that rod start to bend a little bit, that means we have some nice action going on. Just a nice slow retrieve. That's all you want. Frisco says, what about an overhead with a bait caster and releasing spool? Oh, okay. Hey, Dottie, wait a minute, Dottie. Don't just come breaking into a conversation with questions like that. You know, that's just out of line, Dottie. I mean, we're talking about casting techniques today. All right, so there's the third cast right there. So we're doing casting techniques today, Dottie. All right, so this will conclude our casting techniques portion of today's live stream. And what we'll do for the next 10 minutes will be the catching portion of today's live stream. All right, so that concludes the casting portion of today's live stream. Now we're going to go to the catching portion. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, and hopefully you learned something from the casting portion. I do wanted to make sure that everybody did learn some. If you learned any new casting techniques in the chat, type yes in the chat for me. If you enjoyed the casting portion of the show, where I showed you different baits and techniques before we actually catch fish, just put yes in the chat. All right, appreciate that. Yeah, I knew some people would find that helpful. Shout out to Blaster. Shout out for Gaze. Hey, Dottie. Blaster said, hey, Dottie. All right, so that, like I said, that concludes the casting technique portion of the show. Now, what I'm going to show you guys now is just a traditional cast and a catch, okay? So we're going with traditional cast and a catch right now. So we're going to get this cast out here. Now, this is just a traditional point, and we're going to hit this with a jerk bait, and we're going to show you guys what a catch looks like. All right. Well, actually, I didn't want to catch a fish on the jerk bait right now. I wanted to catch it on something that can show you guys a little bit more of a retrieve. Because once I show you the cast, you do need to know how to retrieve. Let's do a nice retrieve technique for everybody. Texas Newt says, I see something. He says, I synced it. All right, so we're just doing a slow classic retrieve. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Texas Noob says I see something. What did you see? Did I miss something? Wait a minute. What did I miss, guys? Yeah, I think I missed something because I don't see it. Texas Noob says, I don't even see Clint in the chat. Is Clint in the chat? AC says a lot. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Did I miss something? Oh, wait a minute, AC. Are you saying that I missed a lot of fish? Okay, AC, I see how it is. I see what we doing in these YouTube streets. Frisco said money, CP said something. Oh man, let me see, guys. What am I missing? let me get this cast out here and then see what I missed. That's why if you see something, you're supposed to say something. Because I guess I missed something. All right, Clint Perry says $50 you won't catch a keeper in the next 10 minutes. Oh, I don't even have 10 minutes left. We have 5 minutes left on the shot clock. But I don't know why I'm not seeing. Oh, there he is. Clint Perry, he says, I got 50 says you won't catch a keeper in the next 10. Ah, that's harsh. That's rough, CP. Why are you going to put it out there like that? So I do see it now. I see something. Everybody shout out Clint Perry. Clint Perry said, I can't catch a keeper. Oh, my God. Come on, Clint. Why I got to be like that? Everybody shout out CP. You know what? I need to go ahead and catch me a keeper now. Let me see how much time we have left. Let me see how much time do I have left out here, guys. Let me check something, guys. Donnie said, please and thank you. Let's see. Texas News says he has been focusing on teaching casting. Oh, yeah. Today was a casting live stream. I had a special request. Somebody was wanting to know different casting techniques. Appreciate that, Ron. Ron said he likes the casting lessons. So the next show, what I'll be doing is I'll be focusing more on showing you guys how to put those casting techniques into action so that you can improve your days on the lake. So this is a multi-purpose series. Burning Season says, what in the cast is going on around here? So today, Burning Season, we were focusing on casting techniques. Kevin says, this is now an educational channel. That's right, that's right. I'm here for the peoples. I got to give the peoples what they want. Bernstein says, all this casting, you would think Money would be a world record jig skipper. Oh, you want to see some jig skipping techniques? This is an educational channel. Frisco says, so working on retrieving next time. So we'll do a combination of retrieving and hook sets on the next one. Hey, yo, someone ain't living right. Ron says, I'm sorry I started this. Ron, do you see what you have done? Oh, Frisco said, well, we know your hook set is weak. Man, what did I do to deserve such great treatment from everybody? Oh, man, it's time, guys. It's time. I think time is up. Okay, was anybody on here whenever the screen was buffering and I kind of went out for a little bit and you guys couldn't see me? Put yes in the chat if you were watching whenever the screen went out and I was buffering for a little bit. What did Frisco say? Frisco said, well, we know your hook set is weak. All right, so Blaster said yes. Beers and Bad said yes. Ty said yes. Was there anybody else that was watching whenever we started buffering? Ron said yes. DL says, I didn't miss a Leroy moment today, did I? Okay, I'm about to answer that question in just a second. Blaster says loop repeat. Okay, was there anybody else that was watching whenever whenever I went out for a little bit? Frisco said yes. Anybody else? Was there anybody else that was watching today whenever I started buffering and you guys couldn't see me? Hunter 6000 says yes. Texas Nuke said yes. Okay, so just to let you guys know what happened whenever I was buffering and you guys couldn't see me, I was catching a bunch of fish and I was talking the whole time. I was showing the fish and everything, and you guys couldn't see me and I didn't know it. So you guys missed all of the fish catches today, and that's my fault. You missed all of the fish catches because I was buffering when I was catching all of the fish today. So that's my bad, my fault. I'm sorry that happened today, so I have to come back out and catch even more fish the next time. Frisco says, so you caught one then? Oh, I caught probably like 3 to 6 fish when I was buffering, guys. 6,000, what do you mean? See, Ron knew it. Ron says, I knew it. Oh, AC said, now you she said, now you sound like the hawk. Oh, my goodness. That is not good. Rob says, I'm a little suspicious. I'm a little suspicious. Oh, goodness, guys. All right. This is the official last cast, guys. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. All right, we're on the last cast. Oh, goodness, guys. All right, let's watch the slow retrieve. Toss. Oh, my goodness. Do you see that right there? Do you see it? Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. Did he come off? Oh. No, he's still on there. He's still on there. Oh, man, we got a fish for the day, guys. You will not believe. Oh, let me flip this hog. Do you see this monster? Do you see this? Oh, my goodness, guys. This right here is a big bass battle fish. The camera angle, listen, guys, the camera angle makes this fish look a lot smaller than what it is. This was the last cast of the day. The camera angle makes this look a lot smaller than what it is, guys. But this fish is huge. Do you see how big this fish is? Oh my goodness, guys. I can't even put it on the measuring board. This is possibly a lake record right here. All right. 106,000 knows this could be a 12-pounder. Look how big this thing is. It's a monster. It's a monster. Clint Perry, I don't know. He sent me $2. Clint, shout out to CP. I don't know if that's insult or if that's a good thing. CP said $2 fish. Guys, do you see this huge listen, we gotta put this on the measuring board. Okay, do you guys see that? It starts at the 10-inch mark. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, this hog is trying to get away. Now listen, if you're not used to handling beasts like this, man, this fish is strong, guys. Let's put him right there. Can you see it? Listen, guys. Blaster says, and he is the sponsor of the show at $2. $2. Do you see this hog, guys? This is a Lake Lanier spotted bass. We out here chicken hawking today. Voodoo says it's 0.8. Oh no. Texas New says he will not fit in the live well. That's right. Let's go ahead and release this hog, guys. I don't have time to weigh him. I mean, whew. Yeah, this is definitely hog hunting season, guys. All right, yeah, I'm out here breaking lake records. Let's go ahead and let this hog go. Look at him, he's thinking about it. He's looking at me. He's still looking. What are you gonna do, fish? Let's see, when you catch these big fish like this, sometimes Frisco says, Bubba Scale would read, "Are you serious?" Do you guys see that hog right there? There it goes. Look at it. Where'd it go? Whew. Did you guys see the hook set? Frisco, Texas New. Did you guys see the hook set on that one right there? I mean, that's too much action for today, guys. Whew, my wrist is hurting. The hook set on that one, I almost threw my back out. So we got to go ahead and call it a day. Man. Brick Eater says, stop faking. Uh-oh. Let's see, guys. All right, whew. All right, guys, so today's episode, we went over several casting techniques: front hand, backhand, side hand, overhand. And then, like I showed you, I had to show you guys the hook setting technique. So all of that, I mean, when have you seen so much action all at one time? I mean, I taught you the different baits. Told you about the big bass battles coming up. Now, if I catch some fish like that on the battle Saturday, it's over for everybody. It's just over. All right, what are you guys talking about in the chat? Blanche says, put some Bengay on that bait. Nah, that's all right. Ty says, chat start time. So generally in the afternoon, there is no real start time. But what I would say is subscribe to the channel and you should receive the notification whenever I'm coming out. All right, Frisco says 102 likes on to waste. What do you mean? Frisco says he ought to be ashamed. Oh, man. Come on, guys. Somebody learned something. If you learned something today, just put I did in the chat. Shout out to Clint Perry, he is the sponsor of today's magnificent live stream. Everybody put CP in the chat. And if you learned something today, put I did. Put I did. I learned it. You got to put learned it. I learned it something. Frisco says learn what not to do. See, I told you I'm helping people out on from the front end, the back end, from everything. Ty says I did. Blasted says you didn't show us the dwangling, dangle with an angle technique. Okay, we'll work on that one next time too. All right, guys. Shout out to Joe Winkler. Oh my goodness, Joe Winkler, you meant today's episode was magnificent. I'll do a repeat on it tomorrow too. Shout out to Joe Winkler, sliding right on in. Right, we're about to close out for the day. Haven't seen you in a while, Joe. Hope everything's been going okay. Just showing you guys a nice view before we head on out. David says, where are your bait casters? Let's see. Here's a bait caster right here. Let's see, I have another bait caster. So I have two bait casters and two spinning reels sitting right here. Let's see, up on the deck, I have a bait caster right here. Another bait caster right there. And let's see. Where are my bait casters? There's a bunch of bait casters in there. Oh my God. Look at Joe Winkler. Joe Winkler slid on. Listen, guys, tomorrow I'm gonna have to come out here and we're gonna get some fish to the boat tomorrow to shout out Joe Winkler, because Joe Winkler slid right on in at the end of the stream, because I'm actually running late. I was supposed to be gone, guys. Shout out to J. Everybody put Joe Winkler in the chat. He came on in with no question, no comment, just pure love of the game. Hit the channel with the $22 super, I guess that's a super sticker. Shout out to Joe Winkler. I need everybody to shout out Joe Winkler. Texas Noob says, oh, I see something. And if you see something, you got to say something. And right now, I need everybody to shout out Joe Winkler, guys. All right, for anybody that is just tuning in that does not know, make sure you go to FishXLive.com. We will be doing the Big Bass Battle this weekend. All right, the only one of its kind. There will be anglers from Florida, Texas, Georgia, Alabama, and we will all be competing against each other to see who can catch the biggest fish, all right? It's called the Big Bass Battle. So if you go to FishXLive.com, download the app for free, click on the Tournaments tab, and you will see the Big Bass Battle listed on there, all right? If you're interested in participating, make sure you follow the rules of engagement. Send me an email, because we're going to have, I guess there's only 3 slots left that are open, guys. 3 open slots, and that's it. Especially if you have any type of social media, YouTube channels and stuff like that. You definitely want to get in on this, guys. It's a great way to promote yourself, all that good stuff. All right, once again, shout out to Clint Perry. Slid on in and hit me with the $2. He said that's a $2 fish. He said that was a $2 fish. And big shout out to Joe Winkler sliding on in and hitting us with the $22 super chat, guys. Frico says, Texas angler wonders who will be in second. David says, what are your favorite baits? For me, I like topwater baits. So this is still part of the educational series, guys. So I throw stuff like that, like a Sammy, a topwater walking bait. Where's my other bait at? This is what you guys saw me catching those last week, those 4-pounders that I caught. I caught those on that right there. That's an I'm a skimmer. But yeah, but of course, top water, I mean, you get to see those fish come up and explode and all that. But guys, it's time to roll out. Let me just check real quick. All right, anybody else? Brick Eater said, that's AI. He said that boat ain't real. All right, guys, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Remember, go to FishXLive.com, download the app for free. Frisco said, flip screens engaged. Let me engage my flip screen. All right, guys, FishXLive.com. Download the app for free. Click on the tournaments tab and click on Big Bass Battle. And then you'll see there'll be people in Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Texas, maybe Indiana. Shout out to Kevin Two Fishes. But remember, there's only 3 more slots open, guys. 3 slots open. So if you're interested, don't register right now. Send me an email at moneybass404@gmail.com, all right? Ethan says, did I catch anything? I sure did, Ethan. You got to go back and watch the very end, the last cast of the day. David says, what's your opinion on chatterbaits? Excuse me. I think chatterbaits are a great bait, especially if you like fishing shallow, like fishing grass. I skip docks with chatterbaits on lakes that whenever I'm fishing for largemouth. So it's a versatile bait. Frisco says he won't throw it. Fishing with Eli. What's going on, man? All right, guys. Yeah, I really got to go. I'm actually late now. Tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to come out a little earlier. I think we were only out. I don't know how long we were out here today, but it wasn't that long. So I'm going to come out here a little earlier. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm going to come out here a little earlier tomorrow so that I can run to a completely different area of the lake. Hopefully it won't be as windy because I really do want to let you guys see some of the top water action when these fish are schooling and coming out of the water, hitting these, knocking the baits around like those great white sharks hit those seals out in the ocean. Dave says, what trailers do you use on a chatterbait? I like using the Zoom. Goodness, what is that thing called? Goodness, I can't remember the name of it right now. But on the chatterbait, some people use flukes, like a fluke style bait. Goodness, I can't remember the name of the bait that I put on mine right now. Frisco says, safe boating, Money Bass. Peace. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'll see you on the next live stream.